Well. I guess it's time to respond to President Cyril Ramaphosa's comments in Abidjan and Cote d'Ivoire before he came to the U.S., where he called white South Africans colonizers and said that South Africa is the only country on the continent where colonizers have been chased away and that the colonizers are doing quite well. Wow. Talk about racist tinged language. You want to talk about a lack of reconciliation. You want to talk about cognitive dissonance. The people he comes from, the Bantu-speaking peoples, are also colonists and have been colonists in South Africa for 1,400, 1,600 years. They're not indigenous. They came down the Rift Valley. We have the linguistic evidence. We have the archaeological evidence. We have the DNA evidence. It's all a matter of record. Colonizers. Wow. People who've been where they're at for 350 plus years are called colonizers? And you really think that this meeting with Trump is going to go well? Wow. All right, let's be clear about something. The term indigenous is a useless name to begin with anyway. That term doesn't work. Who's indigenous? Well, what's the time period for being indigenous? If we're going to use the term, though, if there's any indigenous peoples of South Africa, it's the Khoi and the San, who've been there for 50,000 years or so. But even they're not indigenous. They came there from somewhere. There were hominids that were there before them. Homo naledi was there a few million years ago. So, to listen to Cyril Ramaphosa call white South Africans colonists and say they're doing particularly well is disgraceful and shows you that he doesn't represent South Africans. He doesn't care about South Africans. He's dividing them based on race. Colonizers, people born in South Africa whose ancestors have lived there for 14 generations, and they're called colonists by the president of South Africa. Do you think it's going to go well when he meets Donald Trump with that kind of attitude? I don't. Wow. Well, I think that Cyril Ramaphosa's lie in 2018 on Bloomberg's television when he said there were no farm murders in South Africa. I think Cyril Ramaphosa's constant talking about our 55 million South Africans when there's 63 million. I think this statement alone tells you where he really stands and how he really feels about white South Africans, whether they're Afrikaners or others. Colonizers. Dude, you need to get a mirror because you're clueless. Look in the mirror and see who the colonizers are. It's all y'all. Only the Khoi and San were there when you arrived.